And McManus back together in central defence for Celtic, with Mark Crosas back into midfield, as was Aidan McGeady. Louvens and Samaras, the players out, with McDonald and Venegoor of Hesselink the starting strikers, although Samaras and Ben Hutchison would appear from the bench. Billy Mehmet, the lone frontman, in a 4-1-4-1 for Saints, although a first-half red card would force that to change. Will Haining into central defence in place of Celtic lone player Scott Cuthbert, and places too for Mason and Thompson in the midfield. The commentary from Jock Brown.
Back with the skipper, McManus. Nakamura's found space. Well, Nakamura opens the scoring. It's a real howler from Chris Smith. Nakamura on his weaker foot, the right, gets the opening goal. It's been a very unhappy start to the match for Chris Smith. Well, Nakamura, I suspect, can't believe that. It's goal number 7 of the season for him. But I don't think he expected this to find its way to the net. Caldwell stood up well to Dorman there. Very comfortable in this position, Caldwell, striding forward. That's an excellent pass. Here's Scott McDonald. And the challenge from the behind by Jack Ross has given Celtic a penalty. And it's a red card for Jack Ross. Well, didn't make contact with the ball, it didn't appear. He did catch McDonald. Tag over behind was always going to be hazardous. Here's the penalty. It's Venegoor of Hesselink against Smith. The keeper made the save. Well, some consolation there. That'll boost the young man's confidence. Well, he's compensated now for the error which gave Nakamura the opening goal with a very good block there with his legs. Manus going in bravely there with any clearance, but it comes back here to Dorman. Couldn't take the ball with him. And now Nakamura breaks. Good running again from Hinkle, using that space on the right. Here's Nakamura. How simple does he make it look? Stroked into the corner. Celtic are 2 in front, and surely now the match is already beyond St Mirren. Well, Nakamura has been such a positive influence for Celtic. That's a good pass. McGeady calling for that, delivered well. Good cut back, but it's well defended. Now Hinkle again. Very good of Hesselink. Brilliant save by Smith. Well, great improvisation there by the big Dutchman. He was picked out very well indeed by Hinkle. Good imagination shown here. The acrobatic effort must have taken the keeper by surprise, but Smith did well. Here is Nakamura now with the out-swinging corner kick. Being attacked well off the crossbar from Caldwell. A life again for St Mirren. They really are rocking now. Good pass from McManus. This is Nakamura. Oh, that's great play by McGeady. Headed away was by Potter. Crosas. Oh, that's outstanding! The finish from Mark Crosas. Wow, this really was a collector's item. Wonderful play here by McGeady. Look at this step over here to win the ball back. The header out by Potter goes straight to Crosas. And just look at the power and the accuracy there. Smith was helpless. Brilliant play by McGeady. Header out by Potter. He must have thought he had done his job. Oh, that's just terrific. McDonald helps it on for McGeady. That's a good save by Smith. Difficult one. Coming at pace, bouncing in front of him. Does very well here, the keeper. Using O'Dea as a decoy to set up the shooting chance. Only one St Mirren player out for this short corner kick. Could live to regret that. Here's a chance for McGeady again. Another good save by Smith. Well, it really is shooting practice now for Celtic. Could be a very long second half for St Mirren. Nakamura plates it in again. Potter gets to the ball. No respite though for St Mirren. Here's Brown. Number 4 for Celtic. Oh, straight through Chris Smith this time. He couldn't be faulted though. Hit Adam with terrific power from short range. Well, Scott Brown getting his 6th goal of the season. Well, he could have a direct attempt on goal from here, I think, Nakamura. The angle is, I think, just about all right for him. A dilemma in the mind of Chris Smith, perhaps. There's the decision! It's the hat-trick for Nakamura! 5-0 to Celtic. A real Nakamura specialist. Look at the pace and power and the accuracy. Smith could do nothing. Rifled in just inside the post. Well, there's the ball again to Hinkle. That's the one I thought McGinn was perhaps going to be asked to sort out. He's trying to get on terms here, but this is Nakamura again. And Hinkle couldn't force it in. Well, let off there for St Mirren. Camara's header goes straight to Crosas. That's a good pass. Chance here for Scott Brown. Number 6 for Celtic. Never in doubt. The gap was there for him. He was onside all right. No question about that. He was played onside at the back there by Potter. Once again, wrong-footed the keeper here. It's a very good finish. He's very quick, Brown. An interception by Barron, but was won back by O'Dea. Advantage rule applied. This is McGeady. What a chance again. Well, he tried to put it on a plate for Jan Vingegaard of Hesselink. Well, it's an own goal this time by John Potter. That just about sums up St Mirren's day. Takes the tally to 7. And you cannot but feel sympathy for hard-working professionals like Potter here.
Well, it was taken on from last week where we made a lot of chances.